This is her friend Renee. She's along for moral support. She shares the team.
Shit, I'll make it up.
What are you filming?
Here we are in the Netherlands. We're in Holland now. On the way to Amsterdam. Got it cranked up to about right at 100. The idiot's still passing us. Oh, that's the first sergeant there. Sorry about that. Leon Boggs, Tim Russell, Nixon. At the present time, Leon Boggs is driving, and Tim Russell is the navigator.
We're doing about 180 miles an hour, aren't we?
Yeah, let's see.
Hold on a minute, I'm gonna put the wings out. We're gonna start flying here.
I just hope you keep
Wait,
looking
no,
at the
we won't
road,
do that.
man. Just keep looking at the road. Don't worry about the speedometer. We're running at 165. You can't afford to look
sorry.
away.
Keep both hands on the wheel, I'm sorry. Here we go. Look at pollution coming out of that, man. It's illegal in the United States. You'll see what it is.
About 6 o'clock at night, going into Holland. It's on a Friday.
Got off work today early.
Yeah, we got off work about noon this afternoon. Went to the bank, got us some money, and headed up north.
Just a little problem getting that money, didn't we?
Just left out of Belgium. We're into Holland now. You see those signs for Amsterdam. Windmill City.
We having fun, Charlie?
Yeah, we're having a lot of fun.
CJ, we having fun, CJ? What we had today? We had a money problem, didn't we?
Well, we had to, first of all, we had American money, and we had to turn that into Belgian money. Well, first of all, we had to get the German money, then we had to turn the German money into Belgian money, and even before that, they didn't have any money is, what's Holland money again?
Very little.
Gilder.
Gilder. They didn't have any guilders, so we killed her. We tried to trade 20 Deutschmarks, and somebody said it was Deutschmarks or Dutchmarks.
Deutsch.
Okay.
Deutsch.
Not douchebags now, but Dutchmarks into guilders, because the Dutch will take guilders and they'll take Dutchmarks, but they won't take American money.
Oh yeah.
Now, the Belgians will take German money, but they would rather have Holland's money, but they won't take American money. Russian money here just for souvenirs, but I don't know if they'll take that or not.
Well, we're going to go to Amsterdam for, Charlie.
Well, we want to go up here and see those windmills.
Those windmills?
Yeah.
I heard they're beautiful.
We're looking at those kind that have the four hands to them. You know, the four arms to them.
They got legs.
Oh, I don't know if we want to find any windmills like that or not now.
We're going to go up inside them windmills, aren't we?
Aren't those the kind of windmills that blow without the wind?
They just spin.
Well, the most disappointing thing about the whole trip is they said it's not going to be any wind blowing up here in Holland, so we're out of luck with the windmills.
Well,
Our cruiser.
They said that Holland makes some really, really good.
I was eating a pretzel driving in an Opel heading for Amsterdam.
I call it pretty cool, man. I call it, I don't know. We've got CJ Yoakum at the wheel. And he's on the Autobahn. And he's a very reckless driver. We've never found out this until just now. He's never driven a stick shift vehicle before. And I asked him did he want to drive, and I didn't know that he had not driven one before, and he wouldn't get out of the seat, and I insisted that he drive, so he's doing it. On the Autobahn, the first time he's ever driven a stick shift on a busy road like this. Anyway, we won't keep talking about it. It's scaring me to death. He's a little
truck
bitter.
once.
What'd you say, Charlie?
Drove a truck once.
He drove his truck once, he said. He said he drove his truck once. I said, where'd you drive it? He said, around in the yard a little bit. Yeah, I think we've got a problem here. We're going roughly, probably 85 miles an hour. And the speed limit is unlimited on this road.
No, it's not. It's 100.
Is it 100 right now? It's 100 kilometers an hour, and that's 60 miles an hour. That's 100 kilometers an hour, which is 60 miles an hour. And Charlie's doing 80, so he's speeding. If he gets caught, he'll be underneath the jail. Let's see what we got here. All the vehicles out here seem to be little. They're not like full-size vehicles we see back home. Now that's besides this one that just passed us here, and I'm not sure what that is. It looks like one of those transports, Pontiac transports, but I'm not sure what that is. It's like a little minivan. Anyway, they've got Shell gas stations here, and this is Holland, and we're going toward Amsterdam at the moment. We're nearly there. We're probably 20-30 minutes away. And we're just viewing the sights we got here. We'll look out the window over here, and you can see that they have some pretty nice green trees, and they've got cattle out in the fields, similar to what we have back home. It's a big dairy. It's a big dairy country, and we're just cruising along, and soon we'll be there. Okay, this is the vehicle that we drove all the way here from Bitburg, Germany. It's a Mazda 323, I believe. It's a four-door vehicle, and it runs pretty good. We came in last night on Friday night, went ahead and drove up here on the 18th of June, and decided to stay at the Hilton Motel
it was late and we couldn't really find anything else that was less money, and so it was nice and at the same price as everything else, so we just went ahead and stayed here. It's a pretty tall building, and actually we're on the 9th floor of this place, so we're all the way at the top, and we got a pretty good view outside where we can see you know, the whole city from the back room and see a canal, and it's really neat. And I'm getting ready to go up there and film that. They've got just about every kind of car here except for American vehicles, and you don't see very many of those. And we'll walk up here and we'll just take a look at some of those. It's kind of an overcast day today. It's been kind of cool since we've been here. We haven't had a lot of warm weather. It's supposed to be pretty warm this weekend, but so far we haven't seen any of that. You see a lot of Jaguars and Mercedes and that type of vehicle around here. Very expensive cars. Motel rooms cost these people quite a lot of money. I think we paid $80 a night each to stay here. We did not want to pay that. We were looking for something for maybe $15 a night so we could share the room, but it just didn't work out that way. Entrance to the motel. And you got these doors that you walk through that they spin, and if you're not careful they'll knock you down. Lobby of the Hilton here in Amsterdam. I don't know if I mentioned we were in Amsterdam or not, but that's where we are. Very nice facility here. You got elevators that go up to the rooms, and you've got conference rooms down that way. And if you walk down this hallway, they've got little shops that you can buy, that you can purchase clothes or just about anything you can think of down this hallway. It's very expensive. They've got jewelry and different things here. They got a clothing store. Sergeant Russell went in here and bought a shirt. It was a Valentino for $100. There's the cafeteria we ate in this morning. It's down there. It's a buffet style. We're going up to the 9th floor. We're just about there. And here we go. We're going off the elevator here. And you come in, and there's the vertical blinds that you can see out into the area here. This is out the front of the building. And if you look, you can see a lot of Amsterdam. There's a main street there. I think it's that Central Street we was driving on last night. We got lost all around this area. If you look down, you can see how far up we are. There's our car. Way down there. There it is. And now we'll walk down this way. The rooms are, they did impress me a lot for the price that you pay for the room. But I guess it's alright. You get what you pay for, I guess. Now we split the room 3 ways, so we got a little better deal than the average person. Sergeant Russell broke his glass. He pulled his window out and hit the glass and busted it on his table, and hopefully we won't be held responsible for that. Walking into the room, which we have trashed this morning, and looks like Van Halen was in here and they didn't get any brown M&Ms. Kind of bright coming from that window. I hope this shows up good. This is CJ Yoakum. This is Akeem. Hey Charlie, how you doing?
Alright, buddy.
And this is Tim Russell.
How you doing?
Pretty good. Now this isn't the Sergeant Russell that broke the window.
Thank you.
That's the goober that's over in a room about 3 that way. We got TV. I think it's satellite TV. You can get about any channel you want. Probably like 30-some channels, and it's pretty nice. We can walk out this way. We can see the city. Now this is a pretty panoramic view here. I don't know if you're going to be able to tell by looking on this camera, but I'll be careful with this window. We try not to break this one. But you can look down and you can see the little canal that's right in front of this place. It looks like something you'd see in a movie. It's really nice. And it's just really neat. I think this city is probably a little bigger than, maybe at least as big as Indianapolis is. It looks pretty big on the map. It takes up the whole map, but we got here in 3.5 hours from Bitburg, so it may have taken 5 hours if we were in the United States, because we were going on the average at least probably 80 miles an hour, 80 to 90 most of the way here. And but that's the canal there. It's really nice. There's a little boat coming in. We'll zoom in on him, take a look at him. See if we can get them in a little bit now. Not going to be able to. But evidently he's docking his boat down there. This is, looks like it would be a romantic place to be if you had your wife or girlfriend here. It's not a lot you can do with the guys. Unless you're one of Clinton's buddies. Here we go. Most of these buildings are older. They're not like United States where we like remodel ours once in a while. Looks like they've taken in 3,000-year-old buildings and turned them into something a little newer. Overcast day again. It's kind of nasty. They said we'd have sunny weather, and the weatherman's like ours back in Indiana. Don't know what they're doing. But it's a pretty nice place, really. They're talking about their money here. We went to the bank yesterday, and hopefully we didn't get messed over. We exchanged American dollars for foreign currency, and we were trying to figure out mathematically whether they messed us over, and I don't think we still know, but we're going to find out. And when we find out they charge us $300 to eat, then we'll be a little upset, won't we, boys?
They charge us $500 for the room, so what difference does it make?
What the heck? You only live once, right? We work hard for our money.
We worked all week for $500. They charge us $450 for the room.
Isn't that nice? That makes you have a little comforting feeling inside, knowing you help pay these guys way around here. We went and toured the city.
Shows.
Well, it was up on all sides of us, and you got to watch each other's back because you're afraid they'll pickpocket you and stab you in the back and take off running. I had one little guy do that to me. Not stab me, but I thought he was going to pickpocket me. But Charlie slept on this bed. It's a rollaway bed because they only have 2 beds to a room.
Look at that big jet, Leon.
Is there a jet? Let's look at this thing. Where was it at? To the right? I think it's a UFO right there. We zoom in on that thing. Oh, it's just a cloud. Okay, there's a bird flying there. A couple of them. Let's see what we got here. Well, I don't see where the plane is. But, we'll do a little bit more filming later. We're going to go see some windmills and some little villages. So we'll film a little bit later. Thank you. Okay, this is the back of the Hilton Motel, and just walking back here a little bit, you can see the grounds. It's this is the same view that we had from above, except we're ground level, and you can get a little better idea of what it looks like. If you walk down these steps here, We can look out and we can see you can see the canal. It's very pretty out here, very nice. And this is something, when you think of Europe, you think of settings like this. It's kind of like a, buildings are older here, and they're not like what you see in the United States. It's just very nice, and so like I got a touch of elegancy to it, I guess you might say. We got a little yacht club there, whatever that is, a little place where I guess we're a little pub where people can drink or come out here with their friends. And here's canoes. I guess people get on these things and run down this canal here and maybe just enjoy themselves. Walking out here, you can see the little houseboat here. They go cruising around the canal in, and I don't know the name of this canal. We'll have to find out. Maybe we can say on here later what it is. But you go down through here and see the little bridge and look at them. The inside of that little houseboat. That's kind of neat. This little boat here is a little older, and it's just a very nice little area. It's just very soothing. You come out here in the wind. It's very windy here, and the wind makes you know why they have windmills around here, evidently, because it's very, very windy, and I've never felt as strong and as steady a wind as they have here. We're getting ready to go see some of the windmills and things. Walk back up here and go back inside and see what these guys are doing. We're checking out right now, so we'll go inside and see what they're doing.
Unusual. Well,
Or was it all unusual?
that'll work.
Alright, let's see here. Is this Sergeant Dixon we got over here? Man, what did you enjoy last night? Did you enjoy your time you had in Amsterdam?
Yes, it was quite an enjoyable time.
Was it? Did you, was it like nothing you'd probably ever experienced in your life?
Close.
Yeah. How about them taxi drivers, man?
Taxi drivers, they were quite interesting.
Did we about see anybody get killed last night? Like walking, and the taxi driver about run them over, or?
Well, I thought you was gonna get killed there for a minute. That one guy come up on top of you there.
Yeah, we were in the taxi coming back in last night, and some reason these bicyclists wanted to ride right in front of the taxi cab, and he just about knocked them right off their bike. And these taxi cabs fly like 50 or 60 miles an hour down what we would call an alley back home. And like people are walking on this thing, and they do not care where people are or what they're doing. They just keep running. They just expect you to know to get out of the way, I guess. So lucky, I guess there's not more fatalities than there are around this place. So that's right. None that we can see. We're waiting on Charlie Yoakum to get out here. Mr. Green Jeans, and
Let me find that busted window up there.
oh, you need the car keys? Okay. There's the old Hilton sign. Yeah, this is a nice place. I don't think it's worth the money we spent for it, but not near worth that. We was looking for $15 a piece, and it just didn't work out that way. So, but I don't know where these guys are, but we're waiting on them. We'll do a little more filming later. Hey, CJ. Charlie's talking to him about the windmills, finding out where the windmills are. We're in a little village area. It's really neat. They got these little buildings around here. And there's little vehicles that they drive around in. It's like a little village here. We've actually just pulled in here. He said we could pull in here right beside a building because there is really no parking spaces. It's just this little turn-in place, a little turn-in area, and they got a little gift shop we're gonna walk to over here. We're just driving around and checking it out. They only had this little area to park, so we pulled over there. And we're just walking around in Holland in a little area. Zaanstad. This is just a little north of Zaanstad, which is just north of Amsterdam. And this is the little gift shop we're going to walk in here.
We're in northern Holland, just a little bit north of Amsterdam. That's where I can't speak.
Right. It's neat, isn't it, CJ?
Oh, look at that. What's on that roof there?
Yeah, it is. That roof's neat. Look at that.
Clay tile roof.
It's clay tile roof, and they got windows made into the ceiling so you can see the sky. It's neat. We're gonna go in there now and see what they've got. Here's inside of the shop. It's a big room. Looks like a little school building, actually. And see the different little things they had to sell here.
right here.
Guys,
Charlie, Tim, here, man, hurry. We'll get to that bridge. Guys, turn right here. Charlie.
Okay, fellas. There's the windmills behind these guys. It's kind of overcast day. Hey Charlie, is there a way to get this light on this better? Yeah, it's this is actually it's called Zanza Shans, and this is where some people told me it would be a very nice place to come because they had a lot of windmills and things that are authentic to Holland. We can come look at them. Hey Charlie, got a close-up of you, man. You like those windmills?
Yeah.
They're pretty cool, aren't they? What do you think, Tim? Does it make you want a big piece of chocolate pie, or
Pretty nice,
want some Dutch pie, man?
which one of you are good with the damn 35mm? Picture of the rest of us with windmills behind.
Could have trash in it.
They go around the end of it over there.
That's toxic waste right there, man. They're capitalizing on their windiness.
It's real windy, but it's nice and cool here. Beautiful windmill here. This is the closest. We're getting ready to go inside one of it. This is real close to you.
I bet they're pretty old, aren't they, Charlie?
These are the pictures you see on postcards from the Netherlands when you see postcards.
It's beautiful. It's flat country. I always thought Holland was a lot hillier place. It's flat like Indiana. That's a stork, isn't it?
It's a big chicken hawk. Coming on the inside of the windmill, and I guess some of them are designed for they do different things. Like this one is grinding some type of stone. That's how much every bit of this, all those big monster wheels here are controlled by the wind blowing blades outside. Yeah, I guess that's why the speed is such a variance in speed. Because the wind must blow almost continuously. This is the shaft part of it. It goes directly from the wind down into the classical sprocket type effect. It's all made out of wood, real hard wood. Real hard, and it's going moving real fast. And all of a sudden, the wind will quit blowing or slow down. And the wheels will come inside. You see the reflection on the right side of the screen? That's from the blades going around and blocking the sunlight. It's almost like sun blades.
What you doing, man? What you doing?
Windmill's going so fast now that the whole building is shaking up top here. We're right up here in top. Right up here in top. Here's Leon. There's Tim. We're right up at the top here where the wind is really blowing this building now.
Weet je waar Wim zijn? Het zou niks zijn van Wim Haak hier. Gelijk verstopt.
Die was vastgelopen.
Jemig.
That's why I can change my film because I'm on the last before we get going.
This is Old Trier. Beautiful river. Is this the Rhine River here? Look at that city, man. You see all the whole city from here.
This city is called Trier, and the way we will remember it is took the coon dog out to Trier.
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 You got the railroad down there. Kind of looks like Lookout Mountain, doesn't it? GJ.
Uh-oh, stop.
You know what that? Possible direction and hooked them all together.
Oh, good.
Mm-hmm. It's smooth, man. It's unbelievable. Thank you.
Now I've done that with the camera before. Have you ever done that? Set a camera on a tripod, take a picture, move it, take a picture,
And then hook them all together.
hook them all together. I've done that. That's cool as shit.
Yeah.
Shake it up. Check out that big old barge coming down the river.
Here we are at the top of the hill where the tram comes up to the top of Trier, this hill here. And this is like a little cafe where the people eat inside and can go up in there and eat and enjoy themselves after they get to the top of the hill, after they tour a little bit. And this is just a building on the outside of it where you can just catch maybe some little museum. There's nobody here today. This is Sunday. This is a religious holiday, so a lot of these places are closed, but this is a little statue over by it. Okay. Right. And then if we turn, let's make a pivot here. There's Russell. We spin back around here and you can see the city out in the distance from up here. This is a gorgeous place. Something you see in pictures and books. Come in this little village here, Charlie. We'll spin around a little bit.
ghost one over there. Burn Castle. There's a real big castle. It's up above it. The river. You see it.
We gucken hier oben mit der
Bei dir fahren keine Autos hoch. Doch, da steht eins aber.
Here we are at the uttermost point at Bern Castle. We're up in the pinnacle of this thing, or all the way at the top. And you can see the mountainous terrain that we're in. And this castle is right on the very tip top of it. You can just look around and see the panoramic view. I mean, this is just like it's like something you see in Disneyland on those 360-degree theaters. It's very, very beautiful. You know, you can look down and see the buildings. This is actually the city down here, and that's where you do your shopping. And our car is like dead center of the camera right now, down behind those trees there. We got our car parked down there with the river. It's beautiful. You look over here, and this is the residential area over here where everybody lives. And you can just see how you just turn a circle. There, where this man's standing on the other side of this is about a 300-foot drop. Just at least, it's just incredible. But what do you think about this place, CJ?
Well, they can do this hop in the air without, you know, they only have about 6 or 8 feet wide all the way around. It's 300 or 400 feet in the air like that.
It is, isn't it? You just look over, it's almost scary to think kids could almost fall off something like that. What do you think, John?
Spectacular.
It's a hot day in the city, isn't it?
Very. Good workout getting up
Heck of a foundation. Must have been solid rock foundation under it.
Oh yeah. Now there's some wood. We saw some wood over here in between this rock, and it's petrified. They've used wood and rock to build this thing.
I bet the foundation was kind of like cone shape. You know, as it got taller and taller, they made it smaller and smaller.
Right.
And they got to the top where they just have an observation post up here.
That's right. We were when we were coming up these stairs, there's just big enough room for your body to go through here. And this is like in the middle of the top of this pinnacle. And you can look down and you can see it's like a little area where maybe they gathered. And Charlie said, and it's true, maybe these people, they could look out. They wanted it way up on the mountain so they could see all around to see when the enemy was coming, so that they would know how to defend themselves and where to defend themselves. You can kind of see here, going down through this, that, you know, it's a winding trail, winding staircase that leads all the way to the top of this thing, just big enough for your body. But, very neat. Very, very, something you just don't normally get to see very much. It's awesome. You can look down and see the road that we came in on. It just winds right through the mountain. It's a Highway 52, just coming off of the Autobahn. And it just winds right through. Circles through like something like Lake Tahoe out there in California, and then you're on into the city. Very nice.
What are you running for?
Y'all could let me know you left. I was up there looking for y'all.
Where?
Thought you're all in the bathroom.
What's that, Charlie? We're having a good time today. Oh, Charlie's taking it easy, boy. Hey, Charlie, is that whiskey you're drinking there?
That's Kentucky spring water.
You mean Kentucky well water?
From the high bridge.
From the high bridge. Huh. We just came down from the mountain and we're sitting down in this little lodge and drinking a Coke, a couple people drinking a beer. Long walk up that mountain, it's a long walk down. Hey, CJ, what'd you think about that trip up that mountain, boy? How about coming down? What if we'd have fell off the top of that castle, man? What would have happened to us? Yeah, we saw a cemetery just down the hill from that castle. Here's old Mr. Russell sitting there. Hey, Tim, did you have a good time?
Oh, I'm getting there. Got more bit burgers. I'm having a good time.
A couple bit burgers. Oh, hey, man. Aren't you driving?
You driving.
Oh, me. Yeah, we're just sitting in here and just trying to enjoy ourselves a little bit. And, oh, my gosh, what is that?
You see this?
Uh-oh, be careful. This is family hour. What you doing, man?
Scratching my ear.
You been having a good time?
Been having a great time.
We was going to hide on him. We climbed down the mountain, was looking for a little place to run in. We couldn't find it, and he snuck up on us before we could. Actually, we couldn't find the place, so we ran out of luck. So, well, we'll do a little more filming here in a minute. If you look down here, you can see this walkway where people can walk by. And this is the city, just inside Bern Castle, where you can shop and do whatever you want to do. And there's a little parking place outside of here. And that's about it of this place.